Eric, if you woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning, you would have seen the Nintendo Direct. Biggest news out of it is that it's official. We now have a name and release date for the sequel to Breath of the Wild. It will now be called The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. It will be coming out May 12th, 2023. So we're less than 6 months away from a brand new Legend of Zelda game. I'm a Zelda fanatic. It's my favorite franchise. I'm looking forward to it. I'm praying it does not get another delay. If it gets delayed again, I might just punch myself in the testicles a few times. But yeah, I'm stoked for it. It's been anticipated. You always gotta love the hype for these Legend of Zelda games. You know, it just gets unreal the closer we get to it. And now that we have a name and a release date, we're officially in the countdown time to Legend of Zelda. So you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be looking forward to this one. I know I'm going to be asked, am I going to play it? Yes. Zelda anything, I play. That is probably the biggest news out of this. On top of that, we also had a whole bunch of random announcements, including a port of a Kirby Wii game. Yeah, Return to Dream Land Deluxe, which is coming out February 24th, 2023. I've never played this, but it has 4-player co-op. And there's a mega copy ability that you can use in the game that's like brand new. I'm hearing that this is basically a remaster of an old Kirby game. I'm going to go ahead and say it, and I might trigger a lot of you Kirby guys, but I'm tired of Kirby. I swear to God, we get like 2 to 3 Kirby games a year. Why? They're not that good of games. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disappoint you guys, but I've just always kind of felt Kirby kind of meh when it comes to the gameplay and stuff. Sure, he's cute and pink and all that, but yeah, why do we get so much Kirby? On top of that, there was like a sizzle reel that showed a whole bunch of different smaller games, updates, something about Fall Guys. We always know there's a sizzle reel that's towards the end. I already called that. There was other pleasant surprise as well. We are going to be having Sifu coming to the Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion is going to be on the way as well. And it was like a JRPG section with like Radiant Silver Gun and other titles as well. Now, I had a feeling Capcom would do some announcements. We got Resident Evil Village coming as a cloud game in October. And Resident Evil Biohazard, Resident Evil 2, and 3 will also be in the cloud later on this year. I don't care for the Switch cloud games. I feel that if I really wanted to play a good version of Village, I would just play it on my PS5. I know, I get it. People are excited that they can play Resident Evil Village on their Nintendo Switch, but you're playing an inferior version that probably runs like crap on quickly outdated software and hardware. There's better ways to play Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil Biohazard, and Resident Evil 2 and 3, guys. Good for you if you're excited for this, but I'm tired of the Switch getting games over a year later, and it's always like a cloud version or some inferior port. I mean, good for them, but come on. We need a new console for Nintendo. On top of that, we also got Rain Code, which looks like an action-adventure mystery game in some type of cyberpunk setting. Maybe I'll check it out. If it's on Xbox or PlayStation, I'm going to play it there first. I'll just be completely honest, because I would rather get, my experience on a console that has achievements, trophies, and looks and runs better, if that makes any sense. It does look pretty cool, though. I like the setting. The cyberpunk futuristic city setting always captures my attention, like when Stray came out. We also have Bayonetta 3 being confirmed for October 28th release. I mean, it's about damn time, like Lizzo would say. Feels like this game took forever to be coming out, and now we have it finally, in the final stretch. I'm going to be honest, my hype for this game kind of has lowered since it's taken so long. And yeah, I'm going to get it, but I'm probably not going to buy it on day one. I might just kind of wait. But I know Bayonetta games tend to go up in demand and value eventually, and they get hard to find and stuff like that. So maybe I'll pick it up day one. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Then we got a whole bunch of other random updates. Just Dance, stuff like that. There was a Pikmin 4 announcement for 2023. I wasn't expecting this. This was probably where I guessed yesterday. My predictions, I said we'll get an announcement for a Nintendo Switch game that we hadn't heard anything about. There was no other details. They just announced that Pikmin 4 would be coming. An underrated Nintendo franchise. I'm glad to see it back. I'm curious to see what the story is going to be like, what new abilities we're going to see, stuff like that. It's been a long time coming because we did get Pikmin 3 ported over to the Switch, but I want Pikmin 1 and 2 ported over too. Why can't that happen? Let's just get all the Pikmin games over. But I'm excited for that one. We also had a update on Nintendo Switch Sports. They are delaying their golf mode till the holiday season. No clue why. I guess maybe they have to perfect it. It's not in the cloud. I don't know. I forgot Nintendo Switch Sports existed, if I'm going to be completely honest, just because that game came and went like nothing. It came out, maybe had like a solid 2 weeks of life and just kind of like vanished. We're going to be getting some DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's booster pack, some new levels. I love that this booster pack that they added to the expansion pack has just added a whole wave of new life to a great game. I want a new Mario Kart though. I'm not gonna lie, I want a new Mario Kart. That cardboard one we had a couple years ago doesn't count though. Get us a proper Mario Kart. I guess you're giving us something at least by adding all these booster courses, but still. We also got an update on Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope that's coming out October 20th. It's a sequel to what I feel is an underrated classic Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This one I'm buying. This is going to be a day one purchase for me. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to sink the teeth into it and play with my little heart's content and play with the Peach Rabbid character. Now, there was a few other updates that we got in here. Some JRPG games, Fee Farm, and an update for a new Octopath game, Octopath Traveler 2. Which I'm excited for that. It's a sequel to the JRPG that debuted on the Switch, then later went to PC and Xbox. This is going to feature 8 adventurers again, like the original. Has the same graphical style. Looks like it's coming out February 24th. I don't know if this is a time exclusive again, like the original was. I would assume so. So I'm probably, I don't know. I might get it for the Switch, but if it's going to go over to Xbox, I might just wait for that. I don't know. Did Octopath even come out physically for the Xbox? I don't think it did. I think it's just on Game Pass. I don't recall seeing a physical version of Octopath Traveler on the Xbox. There's one on Switch, so they might be doing the same thing with Octopath Traveler 2. Now, Splatoon 3 officially announced its first post-launch Splatfest. It will be happening later on this month. September 23rd to be exact, and it's going to be, we got an announcement that Tunic is coming over to Nintendo Switch. I played this previously on Xbox. If you like classic Zelda-ish type of clones, this one is right up your alley. Xenoblade DLC also got announced. I still haven't even picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I don't know. I have 1 and 2 and X, and I just can't get into the series. I guess I'll wait for Black Friday to pick this game up. It Takes Two. That was a rumor that it would be coming over to the Switch. It is finally getting ported over. That'll be coming out November 4th. And then, of course, we get another Fire Emblem game. I swear to God, we're starting to get one of these a year as well. Nothing against Fire Emblem. It's just not my vibe. This looks like it's coming out January 20th, 2023. It looks like it is going to have Marth returning into the series. Other than that, this seems to be about it. They showed a whole bunch of random, like, RPG games, some farming games. The middle really feels like filler. A lot of these Nintendo Directs start with a huge announcement, end with a huge announcement, and then the middle is just randomness. There's some stuff that I'm looking forward to. Oh, and how can I forget? GoldenEye 007 is finally coming to the Nintendo 64 Switch Online expansion pack with online multiplayer. All right, I'm fucking sold. I guess the rumors were true. It just seems like we've been talking about that for a year, so now it's finally happened. And then they also revealed a whole bunch of other N64 games, so I'm definitely going to be hopping on that GoldenEye train for sure. So that's nice of them to be able to get that done. Maybe this means the GoldenEye remake on Xbox is also going to happen. Keeping my fingers crossed for that. So yeah, I guess, you know, in regards to the Nintendo Direct, I've been seeing a lot of people upset about it, saying it was a waste of time, saying that it sucked. It was everything that I thought it would be, to be honest. I made predictions that were a little more bolder, but to be honest, my expectations weren't set incredibly high. A lot of people always do that, and I feel that they set themselves up for disappointment. To me, I knew Zelda would be shown in some form, Bayonetta, Mario Rabbids, and then some indie games from like Capcom or whatever, some JRPGs. So I generally figured, you know, what the outline would be. So I'm not disappointed, but I'm not excited to be either. I'm just kind of like in coastal mode until Zelda comes out, if I'm going to be honest. But I do think Nintendo does like to keep some stuff secret. If you recall, usually after a Nintendo Direct, they tend to throw like an announcement or two within the next week about something that they didn't show at the showcase. So I'm guessing we might get a big announcement here within the next month or so of a game that wasn't shown here that might, you know, Nintendo likes to do like those extra little surprises on top of what they show. So don't lose hope. It's Nintendo. But again, at the same time, I wasn't surprised that it was just a so-so, like, okay Nintendo Direct. Octopath was a good little surprise. Pikmin 4 was as well. The rest, you know, where's Zelda? Give me Zelda now. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. I will see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me.